Hello, Viral Team Builder members. Thanks for watching. Edward here, and I'm just going to be sending an email out to you. This is the video that you're getting, and thanks for watching. So we're going to be doing some updates, guys. And if you've been paying attention in the different groups of our companies that we've been in the programs that we've been involved in inside the Viral Team Builder, then you'll know what's going on, especially with my paying ads, and of course my paying crypto ads. And anyway, it leads me to an important announcement here that and how we're moving forward with the Viral Team Builder as a platform, as a marketing tool. So the great news is that we've been experiencing huge growth with the Viral Team Builder, and for good reason, because people find that the Viral Team Builder is providing a good solution, a positive solution, and it's a tool that I swear by. And as I always say, the Viral Team Builder I'm a happy user of the Viral Team Builder system. I use it for my own needs simply because I need a system like this. These are the exact tools that I used to use, whether I'd be simply purchasing the tools from, companies like Aweber or Page Builders, or buying my own domain name. But, with a tool like this, you don't need to. So I know what some people might think, that, they think that I'm just taking their leads and stuff, which is actually not the case. So with the Viral Team Builder system, I'm letting you get on with using the system. You use it for what it is. It's a free system, and you get to use a built-in autoresponder. It's a system that helps a lot of people, both newbie, and if it helps newbie, then of course it helps experienced marketers as well, because experienced marketers also know that if they can't get new people using a simple system and getting on with it, then it frees up your time as an experienced marketer, knowing that your team are well catered for. So it is a great system that I advise, simply take it or leave it. Just take it for what it is and use it, because it is powerful. And we've experienced incredible growth with simply having a system like this, because it does provide a great solution, with all the tools, with all the training, with all the lead capture pages, the funnels that you would normally have to create yourself and purchase all the different items that you need. You need the hosting, you need the domain name, perhaps you need the autoresponder service, you need the banner ads, you need to know how to create them, you need to write your own follow-up series, and the list goes on, and it can cost lots and lots of money monthly. I used to try and promote directly to the corporate capture page of the company that I was promoting it. Guys, it doesn't convert. You need to have a funnel, you need to have a capture page, and that's what we're providing. So we need to keep going in this trend of experiencing huge growth. This is the typical trend. And why does it look like this? It looks like this for a very key reason. Okay, and this leads me up to what I'm trying to say in this announcement, that you need to just listen up, because we're now experiencing huge growth, and we want to continue this huge growth. We don't want to see this kind of typical up and down. And the reason why we've been seeing this is because this really does play a key story. And let me explain. We started the Viral Team Builder 2015 November, and we took we went up. It was obviously something that people wanted. People knew they wanted. It was a solution. There's obvious reason why people want. I'm not even going to explain everything, all the benefits that we have in the Viral Team Builder, just to say why we experienced huge growth in this time. And then why did we go down? Well, there are two basic reasons, but one key reason is because it's all about the companies that we've attached inside the Viral Team Builder. That's what we're linked to. That's what the Viral Team Builder has kind of been about. And we've been labeled that. We've been labeled the My Paying Ads turnkey system. We've been labeled that rev share system. We don't want that. People have heard it. The members have heard it. The members know it. But we're not. We're actually a very powerful marketing tool that has actually been able to help a lot of people, not only in these key programs that we got in there, but also their own businesses. And as I've said in previous videos, that other companies of similar nature, like the Power Lead system, don't associate themselves with any key particular company. However, you can in fact add in whatever company you want, but they're not connected in any way. So that doesn't make them. It doesn't kind of all of a sudden what you have is you've got, if you're connected, or if you're attached so closely to these companies, you immediately become sort of a lot more tight niche. So our niche immediately became the rev share system, or it was too. A lot of people didn't want to use the viral team builder simply because they weren't into rev shares. Regardless of what your opinion is or what my opinion is. So, people are welcome to their own opinions, and that's a shame in some ways, because if you want to use it as a rev share, if you are a rev share type person, you can still use the viral team builder. If you're not a rev share type person, you should be still able to use the viral team builder. Why not? They're simply capture pages in there, landing pages with a built-in autoresponder, with banners and traffic strategies and training to help you just simply promote any business. That really is, there's no lie in that. It's exactly what it is. I mean, we could do it more so, we could emphasize the fact that we do in fact have an opportunity for any member to put in whatever business they want. And if we steer it towards being even more generic, so it can in fact promote whatever business you have in more of an easier way, and to simply get set up more easily. Because I think some of the reasons, let me go back to this chart here, because we went down here, and as I say, because we were attached to these companies, and what happened over here with the traffic monsoon that went down, and we had traffic monsoon in the viral team builder, and when it went down, we were affected. My paying ads also went down for a period of time because of the PayPal problem, and we were affected. So it kind of like, it had a chain reaction, and that all stemmed from that. But it also led, for me personally, as the admin of the viral team builder, to get slightly unfocused. I don't mean that in a negative way. For me, it was positive, because I went in and I decided to work another company, network marketing company. I did very well in it, and I actually like the company. I like the products, and that's fine. That's just my thing. But I don't want to make it about me. So this dip shouldn't be just about me, and it shouldn't be about any specific member or any attitude. It shouldn't be about the companies we got in there. And then we decided to relaunch. And I'll be honest with you, at this point, I even got with a few key people and asked, do you think I should continue with the viral team builder? And I was in two minds whether to continue or not. That was a silly thing, but a couple of people said, no, you should definitely keep it going, but maybe we should do it more generic, more kind of like not so focused on specific companies. But but at that time, from our experience, we just went with what we knew and what we thought would be better. And my paying ads was looking good, and nobody could say back then. I'm getting a lot of people recently saying, "Oh, well, I told you so. I told you so." So they think that they're looking good now. So because they did say something, and they said, well, I did say back then, blah blah blah. Well, okay, congratulations. So you got the gift of foresight and you got a sixth sense. But guys, I didn't get in this industry for the sole reason because I wanted to be a leader. That wasn't my original intention. When I joined this industry in the first place, when I was a complete newbie, I simply got in, probably similar reasons to many of you, just simply because I wanted to make some extra money. I needed to make some extra money. I knew where my relationship was going. I knew where my marriage was going. I could predict that I would probably have to leave Japan. I could predict that if I did leave Japan, I wouldn't be able to go back to becoming a cook. I wouldn't be able to go back to becoming an English teacher, and I didn't particularly want to. I had my own personal reasons why I decided I just simply wanted to make money in this industry, and I didn't particularly want to work full time. So I didn't think that I was necessarily going to build a free system where a lot of people could just dip in and help themselves, which is fine. I'm quite happy about doing that. But I'm just saying that one of the reasons why my marriage, my relationship, my divorce went, sorry, I might be going on a tangent here, but the point is that I went into a little bit of a divorce simply because my wife couldn't cope with what I was doing and the amount of effort and time that I was applying into this. It in some ways it seems counterproductive, and my whole reason to get online was simply to free up my time, not to spend too much time spoon feeding a lot of people and being the so-called leader that a lot of people expect me to be. So I'm just building my business, guys, and you can build your business the way you want. So I'm giving you the choices, I'm giving you the flexibility. So let's move forward and make sure that this goes up and up and up, because it's going to help me, it's going to help you. And if I'm going to continue with this viral team builder from here on to eternity, then I need to see if it's going to actually benefit all of us, me included, because I'm just a happy user of this system. And right now, yes, I'm putting a lot of people in. So this month I've put in 200 and just over 200 new people. And these are the people I get to work with. I don't get to work with your people. Your people are getting to use my system, and lucky them. But that's good, and they're getting it for free, and I'm just going to fork out and just pay for the server. I do pay a lot. It was $500 up front for the new server. Last month we had to upgrade a brand new server, $500 for the upgrade, and another $90 a month on the top of the entire system that I'm paying for anyway. So we're looking a couple of $100, several $100 a month anyway, just to host this system, and it's 100% free. And your team are coming in here, and it's good for you guys, it's good for me, and I'm happy. But you probably think it's probably branding me. Well, great, but I'm not gonna, once your team come in, they're cut off, they're yours. I'm not gonna take them from you. I'm not gonna pitch them. You wouldn't like that, would you? But sometimes I wonder, what can I do to make this a little bit more kind of beneficial to me? So this is me strategizing, guys. I'm doing it in a fair way, and I'm trying to do it so if it benefits me, I hope it's going to benefit you. So here's what I've decided to do. So listen up. I'm going to take out the companies that haven't really served us in recent times, and I'm also going to just re-strategize and think that quite frankly, it's better to go into the direction and keep going in the direction where we can be as generic as possible, not be labeled as the blah 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 company or the XYZ company. But we're not that. We are just simply the Viral Team Builder system. We are a marketing system, and we want to emphasize the fact that it can actually help you to build whatever program you're involved in. So we're going to take out my paying ads. We're going to take out my paying crypto ads. We're going to take out the ads team, and we're going to take out the FutureNet. I'm sorry. Yes, the FutureNet is very close to my heart. I'm very passionate about it. I also like the ads team too. But with things going on in these things, and we don't know what's going. Quite frankly, with my paying ads being hit the way it did, it's going to have an effect on a lot of other things. And anyway, of course, I know that the FutureNet itself is not a rev share. I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that FutureNet is a rev share. Future Ad Pro, which is inside and a part of FutureNet, is a rev share, and that's unrelated. But I don't want you to think that I'm saying FutureNet is a rev share. I'm not categorizing it as that. I'm just simply saying that we don't need to label ourselves with any particular company in here. But more importantly, if we give you more spaces where you can actually put additional fields of companies of your choice, at the moment we've got 3, and I'm willing to put that up to 5. And if anyone thinks that we need to have 6, obviously bearing in mind we don't want to make it too overwhelming for people to get set up, because there are people who get overwhelmed thinking, well, I don't have 3 programs. Well, I want to give strategies on how to help people, consider what to put in there instead. So I just want to make this whole thing simple. If it can be a 5-minute setup job, and then and then they can dip into the training, you're gonna find that that's going to be better for you down the road anyway. It's that even if you stick with companies like My Paying Ads, even if you stick with FutureNet, which I intend to do, obviously, then I think it's actually going to help you better. I think you're going to find, I think a lot of members in the Viral Team Builder have gotten signups from the Viral Team Builder. But I also think there are a bunch of people who feel that although they got signups, they didn't get paid members. So I think if you get a system like this that's actually easier to use, that isn't necessarily about specific programs in there, you're actually going to get people getting themselves completely set up in this system a lot easier. And once they do get set up in this system a lot easier, you're going to find it easier to actually work with your team, because they're more positive about using this easier to use system. So if it does in fact become easier to use and easier to set up, it's going to backfire and have a positive chain reaction, and suddenly you're going to have more paid members in whatever program you're in anyway. So think about it, guys. The core concept of this system is to funnel people in. It all starts with the quality traffic. If we make this about traffic, simply just traffic, nothing about rev shares, nothing about specific programs, just make it about traffic, training and tools, advertising, lead generation, generic, you name it, but just make it so damn simple, complete no-brainer. Just get in and a 5-minute job, set up, done, and then start promoting your link. If we can just make it about that, then you're going to find people a lot more kind of gentle on you and a lot easier to work with. And once they're in and they got completely set up and already start seeing that they got leads coming in here and signups, that alone is going to make people a lot more positive in your team and easier to work with. So then you're going to get, going to nurture them, and then they're going to be able to become paid members. Just a more of a simple environment to use for everyone is going to really backfire and be positive. There's only one way it could go. It's just brilliant. It's just much better. Is all I can say. And it'll relieve me of having more time to work on a proper game plan, add in more content that's more generic, that can work with anything you've got, and more banners that people have been asking for, more decent capture pages that people have been asking for, and more training that people have been asking for. I will have more time to do that. But right now, I just want this system to work for me in the same way that I know that you want it to work for you too. So, I've got my issues. I came back from Japan to the UK, and I've spent 20 years outside the UK, more since 1994, and my credit score over here is appalling. So I found it even difficult to get a mobile phone. So give me time to get my feet on the ground, which is all good, and I'll be able to get started with this. And I'm looking to generate a decent cash flow with all my own personal businesses, because that's the reason why I came into this industry in the first place, is because I want to free up my time. I want to spend some quality time in my new life in England with my family over here, my mum and dad, and my friends that I've got over here, and hopefully I can go back and see my daughters in Japan a bit more often. So it'll just be the whole thing will just become more easier to manage, and maybe I might even be able to find it easier and room in my head to think, okay, well then in that case it's become easier for me and easier and manageable for me. And now that I'm based in the UK, in my own home country, maybe I can just go to the bank and try and figure out how to set up a proper company and turn this whole system into a proper business and company, put in terms and conditions, privacy policies, everything else, and do it right. Therefore, in that case, we could probably go ahead and start providing an affiliate program built in where we offer optional paid upgrades for you guys, so you can get commissions out of this directly. And that's something I still consider, absolutely. I still would like to do that, but at the moment I find it just not manageable, and quite frankly sometimes I think I cringe when I have to provide all that support with the questions that I get from this free system of people who are not even directly connected with me. But if I had a vested interest in helping a lot more people in this system, then I might be willing to put in more services and additional options for everybody as a whole. So it'll benefit you guys, and it'll benefit your uplines, it'll benefit all the leaders in here, it'll benefit all the newbies in here. But at the moment, the only thing, to be honest guys, the only thing it really benefits me out of this whole system is the fact that I'm getting a lot of people coming in through my own team and through my own links, just the way you get, So if I can benefit from a little bit more from a lot of other people, and maybe I can start pitching all your people as well. No, I'm only joking. But yeah, no, I mean, joking aside, I mean, to be honest guys, sometimes I wonder if I can really keep this going, if it's just going to be all about, just keeping it free. So I have a lot of expense on this. I don't want it to become a liability. There's no reason why it should. It should remain as an asset, and there's every reason. I mean, look at it. There's incredible growth, and let's just make it more beneficial for us all. I mean, it's for me and for you guys. I don't want to put ads on here, and that's not what I'm intending to do. But I think if I could provide you with a drag and drop editor, of course I could, and I could provide you with the opportunity to actually edit and create autoresponders of your own built into the system. I could do all kinds of things. There are so many things I could put in here for you guys. But I also worry about payment processes. I worry about all kinds of things. I worry about the business side. So if I can get myself full, all my everything all set up properly over here in the UK, maybe I can set up a proper business out of it and do it properly. So this is what I intend to do. These are my goals. These are my ambitions. So let's work towards a better system that's going to help you guys and help me promote whatever businesses we have. So anyway, so my focus here now is to to basically take out those 4 programs: My Paying Ads, My Paying Crypto Ads, the Ads Team, and FutureNet. Seems a bit of a shame about FutureNet and the Ads Team, I agree, but again, I think we can just simply put those back in and focus on this being simply just a very powerful marketing tool to market anything you've got, and not make it about specific programs we've got in here. But anyway, thanks for watching, and let's move forward with some good things. Cheers, guys. Really appreciate you're very important to me, but I just wouldn't, maybe I made it kind of a rant, but don't think of it as negative. I'm passionate about the Viral Team Builder, but I just need sometimes to, hopefully people understand the challenges that I have as well, and I know the challenges that there are in this industry, and I know the challenges that many of you have had as well, but let's just work together so we have a mutual understanding. Cheers. All the best.